As mentioned in the previous lecture, installing Windows on Apple computers that use the ARM chips, the M1, M2, and so on, the M series, is different. So the method shown in the previous lecture will not work, and that's why we have this lecture to show you how to install Windows 11 on Apple computers that use the ARM chips, the M1, M2, and so on. If you already got Windows installed following the instructions in the previous lecture, then you can skip this lecture. You should only watch this lecture if you have not installed Windows yet as a virtual machine, because you have an Apple computer that uses an ARM chip such as the M1, M2, and so on. So first of all, you're going to need to download the Windows 11 for ARM processors. You can download it from the resources of this lecture. As you can see, I already have it downloaded in here. It's in a 7-zip format, so it's compressed. And in order to decompress it, we're going to double click it and give it some time to decompress. And perfect, now that the decompression is complete, we have a new file in here. And as you can see, the extension is .vmware VM, which is basically a ready virtual machine for VMware. Now, we've already covered how to install VMware previously. So if you don't know, or if you haven't done it already, just go back and revise it. So all I'm going to do is simply double click the file to open it in VMware. Click on I copied it because I created this virtual machine for you. And now the virtual machine is going to start. And perfect, as you can see, we are logged in into our Windows 11 computer, which is running as a virtual machine inside VMware Player inside my Apple Silicon computer. So if I go ahead here on the right and click on the virtual machine library, as you can see, I have Kali installed in here. And now I have Windows, which I can run by simply clicking on start. But right now it's already running, so I can't stop it. So I'm going to close this. And as you can see in here, it's saying it is not connected to the internet because we need to install the VMware tools on it, which will install the drivers for the virtual interfaces so that we can access virtual networks. And it will also install the display drivers and enable a lot of usability features. To do that, we're going to go to the virtual machine here, and we're going to click Reinstall VMware Tools. We're going to click Install, and this will basically mount a DVD drive on this computer. And as you can see, we have a notification in here telling us that a new DVD drive is detected, and it's asking me, what do I want to do? I'm going to click it, and I'm going to say, open the folder for me, please. I'm going to scroll down. And we're going to use the setup script in here to install the tools. So I'm going to right click it and choose to run it with PowerShell. It's going to ask you if you want to allow this application to make changes. We're going to say yes. And we're going to give this some time in order to install VMware tools on this virtual machine. Once the PowerShell blue screen disappears, it means that everything got installed properly. And if you look here at the bottom, you'll see that we have network connection through Ethernet. And that's because this machine is configured to use the virtual NAT network that VMware starts. And I have my virtual machines configured to get internet access. And like we said before, this way these machines think that the host machine is the router and they connect to the virtual NAT network through it and get internet access through it. And to confirm this, we can simply open up a web browser, get started, and just go to google.com. And perfect, as you can see, now we have internet access on this virtual machine. And we can also go into full screen by clicking the screen button in here. The screen will adjust, but sometimes, as you can see, it's not going to fully go into the right resolution. So to fix this, you can simply right click anywhere on the desktop, go to the display settings, and select the resolution that you want. So in my case, it's the 1920 by 1080. And perfect, as you can see right now, we got the right resolution. If you want to exit the full screen, you can simply just take the mouse to the top and click the green button. And we are out of it. And as you can see right now, we have this Windows machine running as a virtual machine through VMware inside my Apple Silicon computer, alongside my Kali machine, which we can access in here in the virtual machine library. So now we can try to hack into this Windows machine and test attacks against it using the Kali machine.